everyone! I'm so happy you guys are here today to learn music with me. My name is Miss Bianca, and I have been a professional musician for over 10 years. And I'm here to share my expertise with you and tell you how you can be a great musician as well. Okay, so we're gonna cover a bunch of topics over the course of all the lessons that I'm gonna teach you. We're gonna do singing, songwriting, making music instrumentally, learning about music, where it comes from, the history of it, and the fundamentals that'll help you become a great musician. All right. And if you don't want to be a musician, you can still have fun with it. Music is a great way to just let your stress out. You can use it as a creative outlet, basically. Like if you're feeling bummed out, if you're sad, if you're stressed out, if you just need to, be creative, make some sort of art. Music is a great way to be relaxed, and you can use it for so many things. Music is great. Everyone listens to different kinds of music, and all of it is great. It's great if you listen to music at all. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're gonna talk about rhythm a little bit. So what do you guys think rhythm is? I want to hear your definition of what rhythm is. Okay. So rhythm it comes from the Greek word rhythmos. It means measured motion. So what does that mean? It basically means patterns you hear in a song. If you hear a song on the radio or on the internet or anywhere, if you hear a song, some of them are really fast, some of them are really slow. So all of them have rhythm inside. Most of the songs that we listen to have rhythm in them. So some of them have a really fast rhythm. Some of them have a really slow rhythm. Da, 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 da. Or da, 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 da. They all have rhythm in them. And how can you start using rhythm in music when you're playing music? So the first thing you need is a metronome. Metronome. It's spelled METRONOME. That's metronome. And what does a metronome sound like? And how do you use it? So a metronome is a device that ticks in a regular pattern to help a musician play a piece at the proper speed. So I'm gonna show you my little computer screen right here so you can see what a metronome looks like. So that orange thing over there, this thing right here, that is what a metronome used to look like in the older days. This thing, it used to basically go sway side to side and tick. Every time it would sway, it would go tick, tick, tick. But nowadays, since we have computers and phones and everything, you can get a free metronome online anywhere you look. You can even go on google.com and you can type in metronome. And that's the first thing you need to do when you start playing music, is get a metronome. And it sounds like this. So I typed it in on Google here, and that's what it looks like. So that ticking sound, that was a metronome, and it was set to 60 beats per minute. So that's another term I'm teaching you right now. And what is a beat per minute. So, how many seconds are in a minute? 60, right? How many beats are in a minute? What was I just showing you though? Oh yeah, 60 beats per minute. 60 seconds in a minute, that means it's 1 beat per second. So every second, if you see a clock anywhere, the second hand is going at a certain beat. It's always the same. It's the pattern, right? So that is going at 1 beat a minute. So if I set my metronome to 60 beats per minute, let's start practicing some patterns to go with it. I'm gonna clap my hands in a certain pattern with that metronome, and I want you to do it right now. Okay, let's try it. It's okay if you don't understand, you can always just rewind the video, try to understand a little bit more, or you can always message me for any questions. Just contact the school and I can help you out with any questions, all right? But yeah, let's try practicing. And again, it's all right if you do it wrong. You're gonna learn it, I promise. So I set my metronome to 60 beats per minute. Now I'm gonna start clapping. Do what I do. All right. Good job, y'all. All right. So that was something called call and response, where I tell you what's going to happen musically, and you try to do the same thing on a beat, which is what we were playing. So you're doing the same thing, and that's called call and response. So basically in music, when you're learning it, you gotta learn to listen really, really well. Use your 2 ears. Listen the best you can. And music is not all about performing or just telling someone your ideas musically. It's also about listening. So you're basically pay very close attention. It's like when someone's telling you something very, very softly, and you gotta really, really listen to them, just hear what they're saying. That's basically what you're doing in music. Okay, so now I have my little piano here. All right, so basically now we're gonna learn a little bit about notes, and they are, in the next video, I'm going to talk a lot more about the types of notes and how to basically, oh, that's a scary So basically, we can talk about the types of notes, how to identify them in the next video. But today, let's just try listening to the pattern that I'm gonna play. And if you can sing, go ahead, do it. That would be great. So basically, I'm gonna turn on that metronome one more time, and I'm gonna play some notes like this. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. All sorts of combinations, but we're gonna do the same thing that we were doing with the clap, which is I was clapping a pattern, and then I'm giving it to you, and then you're gonna clap the same pattern. So now we're gonna do it with notes. And if you don't wanna sing or you can't sing, the one thing I'm gonna tell you is you can always learn to sing. Anyone can learn to sing or listen. As long as you can listen, you can sing, all right? But if you don't want to, that's also fine. Just listen to the patterns that I'm playing. And when it's your turn, if you don't want to do it, just listen to the pattern in your head and see if you can remember the pattern that I just played, all right? So let's try that on the same metronome. If you guys remember what a metronome is, it's right here on my computer. Yeah, so metronome. All right. So, okay. So I am gonna show you. There, we got our metronome on. Okay, now I'm gonna play a pattern. La, 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 la. Cool, so what did we go over already? We learned what a metronome is. We learned what rhythm is. Do you guys remember what rhythm is? It's a pattern. So basically, it's a pattern that exists in all music. It's the beat. It's what you hear from the drums in any song that you hear. What do the drums do? It plays rhythm. All right, and then we learned about what notes sound like. So notes are, I was playing each of these in a keyboard. It's the same in a guitar. The notation system in music is the same. It's just you play it differently in different instruments, but they're mostly the same. It is the same. So that's what I was doing by playing you those notes. All right, so I just wanted to basically tell you with this lesson what we're gonna be covering, the topics. Yeah, so, or as we get more and more into music, we're gonna talk about songwriting. I do want to hear what instruments you guys play, so leave a comment or just tell me what you want to learn, and I can cover those in the video for sure. Next week, we're going to learn more about notes and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, all right. And I want you guys to get a metronome this week. If you have access to the internet, please go on Google and make sure you can use it when you're doing your lesson. If you don't have access to the internet, you can also buy a metronome from a music store. I know everything's closed right now. We will be using a metronome in the lessons, so you can get it off of YouTube or anything. I know that a lot of you don't have internet, and that's fine. If you don't have access to a metronome, then, you know, just keep in mind what it is, because it's very necessary for music lessons. Just let me know what you guys need in the comments, and I can try to help. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna cover notes next week. It was great spending time with you guys, and I hope you learned something today. Looking forward to next week. Bye, y'all.